Of course, they'll pop people on TV and say, this person died and he was a good person, 34 years in the business, and this and that and the other, and this person died, and this person died, and this person died. But notice how when people die in the hospital of like a heart failure, COVID. Person dies of a seizure, COVID. This person died of this, COVID did it. Notice how when the man in New York City got arrested by the police and he died, they had to add, and it was symptom complications of COVID-19. Got to keep the lie going. Once they lie to you, they got to keep it going. There is no ending. First they tell you, hey, wear the mask. I'm outside in the air. How am I going to get sick? You know what I'm saying? What is this? What is the virus in the clouds too? Come on now, it makes sense. And then you want to call the police when a street a watchman comes out here with a speaker and tells what's right. You want the police to remove them, remove the righteous man, remove the man of God. Come on now, I'm cutting hearts today, and they know it. They silent about it. God is restraining the evil right now. They say we can't call the cops. Look, they're right over there. What are we going to do now? We got to hear the message. A person will tell you to vote for them, but they don't know you. They just coming to get what they need from you. And that's it. Notice how every single person that runs a race for mayor, president, governor, notice how they're going to come to your house, come to everywhere you are. Hey, I'm showing up at your favorite restaurant. I'm showing up everywhere. And watch out, when things go wrong, they ain't nowhere to be found. Come on now, I'm talking truth. History speaks for itself. They're nowhere to be found. You call their office, you go to voicemail. You go to their office, they're not even there. They'll come to you when they need your vote. But notice how when you get on your knees and pray, God answered prayers. Something's got to be happening. If you want to see, God says, I can show you today. Not a minute longer do you have to wait. God is not going to put you on hold and say, we have 7,000 people ahead of you. We'll get to your prayer when we get there. God is going to hear you. If you diligently seek him with all of your heart, all of your mind, all of your strength. Children of God need to start fighting the powers of darkness by doing what's right in God's eyes. People are fighting the police today. I say this in love to my black brothers and sisters. Not every cop is bad. I know this from experience. I'm on the street 6 days a week. I meet different cops in different cities. Not every cop is bad, so why are we fighting them? Why are we fighting the powers that God set up in place? If a cop is bad, he'll be dealt with. Judgment will come upon that person. Children of God need to start fighting the powers of darkness. We need to recognize that Satan is at work and he's using people. But the real fight is in the spiritual realm, ladies and gentlemen. The spiritual realm. And again, going back to the riots and everything, when I watch these things happen, I see children. These are not even adults out here. These are children. These are the younger generations. And what we should have been doing as adults is bringing up our children in the right ways of life. But instead of doing that, we just allowed our children to just go amok in the streets, do what you want to do. And guess who raises them up? Satan does. That's why we're seeing what we're seeing on TV. Parents didn't raise their children the right way. Just said, do what you want to do. Satan said, give me them. I can do something with them. And that something isn't right. It's to destroy them. Satan's mission is to destroy you, your generation after you grow up, and the next generation, and the next generation, and the next generation. Notice how Satan is not caring about the unbelievers right now. Nah, he's attacking the church. He wants to attack the church. He wants to make sure we don't make it. Notice how he's using the younger generation, because the older folks are not teaching the children. Yeah, we got these little programs, YMCA and all this other stuff, but that stuff is not really working when it comes to the spiritual realm. These people look at that stuff as fun. So when real riots and stuff start happening, we don't know who to blame. In fact, we blame the police. We blame the powers of the air. Instead of looking in the mirror and saying we should have raised these children better. Instead of being bribed by powers, what they do is they pay these people to go and riot. They bust them to cities, and what do? I saw this man lost his entire business. He lost his business, and he was crying because he lost everything that he had. Nobody felt sorry for the man. You know what the celebrities did? We're going to bail out these rioters out of jail. That way they get out of jail, they go to another city and do the same thing again. There's an agenda, ladies and gentlemen. There is a plan, and it's working. Because nobody is caring. We need somebody to care. We need people to start caring. We need people to realize, and I can't do this by myself. That's why I got this speaker, so you can hear me. We need people that are going to rise up and say, enough. We're going to do things the right way. Hurting other people's businesses is not the right way. Destroying other people's livelihoods is not the right way. They're not looking for the right way of things. They're voting for you because they want you to lower their property taxes. They're voting for you so that you can do what they want you to do. But notice how every time a puppet gets into office, no matter if it's a mayor, a president, a governor, when they get into office, that's when they approach them and they say, listen, all those promises you made, we're not keeping them. We have our own plans. And one of those plans is to destroy this nation. Because in order for them to usher in the one world government, America has to be destroyed and then rebuilt. And they're doing this globally. Notice how it's not just a nation. It's nations with an S at the end. Come on now, you guys are asleep. Fast asleep. With bottles in your mouths. Pacifiers in your mouths. Come on now. I know I'm stepping on toes, but the truth got to be told. People are just walking around in circles in this neighborhood. Just walking around in circles. Looking for a savior. It's here. Jesus Christ. They're looking for a savior that will do what they want to be done. Walking in circles and then complain when they should have been doing the right thing the first time around. Instead of putting on masks and gloves, we should have been praying. If it wasn't for the listen. I'm not taking sides when I say this. I got to say this. If it wasn't for the good police officers of Jersey City, these people will be run up in your house, stealing everything. Come on now, it makes sense. And then you want to call the police when a watchman comes out here with a speaker and tells what's right. You want the police to remove them, remove the righteous man. Remove the man of God. Come on now, I'm cutting hearts today, and they know it. They silent about it. God is restraining the evil right now. They say we can't call the cops. Look, they're right over there. What are we going to do now? We got to hear the message. But what hurts my heart is that these people want to attack the good people. Like I said before, ladies and gentlemen, we can't attack all police officers because of one cop. If it wasn't for the good police officers people will be running up in our house, breaking in our cars. And when they break in your cars and they run in your house, who do you call? Come on now, do the math. Who do you call? You call 911. Who's got to come? Jersey City Police got to come. It makes sense. Do the math. Do the math. Flesh and blood is not the enemy. The enemy is in the spiritual realm. Satan, the devil, Lucifer, the serpent of old. God says, slither on your belly. And that's exactly what a snake does today. Slithers on his belly. Cursed is you to the ground. Trouble always comes when we run ahead of God. That's our problem today. We're so prideful. We're so ignorant that we don't want to listen. And arrogant and stubborn. Close-minded. We know we don't want to listen. We just think our way is right. No, God's way is right. Have we give God one chance, one time? Let's see if God is real. We say, Hillary Clinton, all these other puppets, all these other people, and we don't give God not one time. Let's see if God is real. We don't even, because we know what God says. God says, hey, stop fornication, stop adultery. People take pride in those things. There are services out there that make a living off of idolatry, off of adultery. They make a living off of that. Fornication, dating services. Forget getting married. Have sex tonight. That's what they say. Sin now. Sin makes money.